Is productive day. All right, I'm back, and what I am doing, you know what? Let me wrap up what I'm doing here. I have a little Bissell I want to knock out, but this is already on the bench. You know what I mean? So just let's take priority and get some stuff out the way. Um, yeah, I actually want to see what's happening here. I didn't hook up all the stuff yet, but this might be an issue, right? So what I want to do, I just want to test this real quick to see what the deal is, right? This is a backpack. This is a protein backpack, and I figured while I'm here with it, let's explore. Okay, if you have any questions about cleaners, about something that you're going through, maybe a machine. I mean, you know, it's funny. A lady, I was telling the guys before that some people bought some things for me to fix that I was just like, nah, I don't do that. And then I did it for the challenge. I worked on a sewing machine. I know a lot of shops do sewing machines also. It's very profitable. So a lot of shops do have a, slash sewing machine business. And I was surprised at the amount of revenue that the sewing machine business generate. And also the, trout, I was looking at trout fishing. And I was like, wait a second. They make that much money on trout. I was talking about it last week. So there's some things you don't think about. But this lady bought a, what's the other thing she bought me? Edger. Actually, I need to buy, the one that reach up. I have some pine trees in the back that we planted when they were like this big. These things are gigantic. Like they're taller than the building I'm in. And I need to get one of those things, where I can stand the floor. Wife was like, why don't you just pay the guys that come in just like clean the neighborhood? And I was like, nah, man, I want to do this myself, I want to do it myself, So I'm gonna take a crack at that. Like I already got I got like regular edgers and I got chainsaw. I'm trying to fix my lawnmower. I end up borrowing my neighbors. I mean, he's like the nicest guy in the world, man. There's some people that is like scary nice. I mean, it's not scary, but you know what I mean? It's like, there's some really nice folks, but you don't mess with them though, because you could tell he's a man. He's a strong guy, and he looks, brawly. You know what I mean? But he's thin in shape. At the same time, he's the kindest guy you can ever meet. So it's like, so someone approaching someone like that, it's like, nah, let's leave him alone. Let's leave him alone. This guy's, he's like such a cool dude, but at the same time, you can tell he could just, if you mess with him. Anyway, I guess that's a good way that's a good in between. All right. Let me give some power to this more. You know what I just noticed? I took a peek at this carbon brush here. Hold on. Listen, anytime you guys are interested in working on things, fixing stuff, do it. There is when you're in the middle of something that you're good at, okay, or that you are interested in before you're even good at it, you develop a knack, a sixth sense, if you want to call it that. What do you call those clues? You can pick up on clues a lot faster about whatever it is you're involved in. But trust me, man, if you're truly interested in it, it becomes a part of you, and you start to learn more about it. I want to show you what I found here and what it should look like. Here's a good one. This is probably what it should look like. It's about the same, not quite. The reason why I say not quite, they both have these little tabs here. So, you know, so it can probably fit. It could probably work. But look at what this is like. This is the carbon brush. And look at what it's supposed to look like. Which one is probably not working? See that? Huh. Now, this one has this little piece here that allows you to put the screws in between, but if you do it short, right, it could still work. I want to test my theory, so I'm assuming I'm right so far. But anyway, I only said that to say that I'm here ready to test the thing. I'm ready to give it electricity and all this other stuff, and I'm just peek over, and I just noticed that, you know what? I noticed that it was all the way in. There was no space. Normally, there's a little bit of room. There's a little bit of, but it was always this touch of hair. And I'm like, nah, that had to be what's messed up. Let me see if I have another one of those, because you need two of them for it to work. And if not, I'm just gonna have to put it to the side, go to my where I have all my parts and everything, and find a matching set of carbon brushes. I hate having a run-off camera and all that stuff. I do that too often. But let me give it a try. I'm gonna search one of my bins, and I'm gonna see if I have this a matching brush for this thing. And because I wanna fire it up real quick. All right, so give me a second. All right, this bin is close enough. Let me see what I have here. You know, 'cause I have like some of this stuff, you know. So let me see if this bin have what I'm looking for. It does. All right, so I have two of these guys, enough for at least for me to test it. All right, and I also want to answer a question that someone had earlier today. So in the meantime, let's see if this thing works. Now, I have a magic box that I made. Magic box. And oh, come on. Get out of here. Good. When I say magic box, right? I need a flathead. It's a rig. I rigged it so I can test motors real quick without plugging everything in and all that stuff. It's just a little box, and I'm gonna show you what I'm talking about. Okay, got this off. Get this stuff out of my way, man. Okay, let's see what we got. How close can I get this camera? How close do you want to be? I dropped the switch. All right, so here we go. Let's take this one out. But yeah, man, I'm telling you, if there's certain things you're gonna learn about your craft, your job. You know, I'm talking about experience. You know, experience just trumps a lot of things. A lot of stuff, talent is, talent's good. Talent's an advantage, and definitely if you have the talent, take advantage of your advantage, right? Nothing wrong with that, right? But the guy that hustles and really dive into his craft or whatever it is gonna always trump the talent. You got to remember that, man. You know, there's natural talent is a gift, and be happy for it, cherish it, value it. But if you don't have that little hustle in you, man, I am sorry. That guy, that little kid, on the team that is training harder than you, watch out. Watch out, man. Okay, let's see what this looks like. It may not, these brushes may not be in good shape, but I just want to fire it up real quick, okay? I think I ordered some brushes too. Sometimes it depends on the machine you have. I'll be honest with you. Sometimes the carbon brushes are crazy expensive, guys. If you're if you're do-it-yourself at home kind of person, and you just want to tinker with stuff, or you want to fix it yourself, there's some carbon brushes that just work. You don't need the exact one, and some of them, if you buy the original, and that's the same. That's the way it is with just parts, period, in general. Car parts, stuff like that. Just be prepared that sometimes the original parts are just ridiculously expensive. So you kind of question if you should fix the thing or not, or just buy another one. So I get it. Okay, let's just try and get the screw in here. Okay. All right, almost there, guys. So I was watching this thing, guys. All right. Hey, don't forget to hit like, man. You know, you pop in, even if all you like was a drill, just hit the like button. It's just a click. It's like really? I gotta go all the way over there to that side of the screen. You know what? I don't even do it on purpose. There are times when I'm watching somebody and I like what they're doing, and I just don't hit nothing. I just like, oh, that was cool, and I move on. And I get it. I do the same thing. Now, this is my box. This is my magic box, all right? So we're gonna see if we can give this thing some power. It's not plugged in yet. And what it is, at the end of the day, what this is alligator clips. I have a little bit of electrical tape, liquid electrical tape at the ends. I just don't want it touching something by accident. And so I'm gonna clip it to the negative and positive. Oh God, I did it to the wrong one. Of this motor coming out the motor. So I'm gonna put the white with the white, and I put a little white here to remind me that this is for the white, right? I hope it fits, hope it holds it properly. It works better with the males, because the female, she's too too tiny. That's stupid. Oh my gosh, man, I tell you. If you're ever around a bunch of guys and the way they joke around with each other, it's a guy thing, folks. It's not male. It's not male chauvinist thing. It's just guy stuff, man. We just joke different than women. All right, so here we go. Let me check this thing. All right, let me see if these things hold up. God, before I do that, give me a second. Let me take these apart. I got some cool people that if anything happens to me, they will call the authorities and let them know where I am. So I'm not too worried. I got some cool folks that watch me. They're like, what, Wayne? No. What the hell happened to Wayne? No. Call somebody. Okay. This thing wasn't on properly. Come on, buddy. Let's get this thing going. Let's start the motor. Start the motor, man. Okay, good. I'm just gonna put one screw in. I just don't want the motor, when I give it power, for it to flick like that. And so I'm just gonna put this halfway on here. I'm just putting one screw in, and I'm trying to test it. All right, so let me get my alligator clips again. It's off. So my box, this is a cigar box. I occasionally puff on a cigar. I don't do it every day. I play golf or something like that. I'll go mess with a cigar. So that's $700. So what I did is I have this whole mechanism hook up here. So power cord is going in, hooks up to the circuit board, and you don't even have to do that. You could just do the power cord to the power switch, to the other cord like that, and just turn it off and on. But I wanted to be able to use it for small motors also. So that's why I use that circuit board with resistors and everything else. All right, anyway, so I did this. So I have an on and off little hookup here. So let me see if I can clamp these. Like I said, it works better with the males because the male is like a flathead, you know, like a flathead screwdriver. So you can just clamp it like that. See, the female have the, you know, kind of, it's you know, it's a little weird. So you got to kind of dance with it to try to fit it in there. Okay, so that's what I'm doing right now. Okay. It might work. We'll see. Okay, let me plug it in. This plug, all right, and turn it on and see what we got. All right. Sweet. Okay, so everything else, now it doesn't mean that everything else is fine. It doesn't mean that the cord is fine. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna hook up the cord to this. Okay. I'm gonna do it another way, watch. Those things that just fell, those were power switches. These, okay? So watch what I'm gonna do. Let's put our ground, well, you know, we'll put the ground. I'm gonna answer someone's question in a second. They posted something in there, so just give me a second, all right? That I forgot to answer from earlier. All right, so the ground is in. All right, so this is what I'm gonna do. On the other end of this, I just have these here. So the way I look at it is like this. Where's one? These things are numbered, right? 1, 2. It probably don't even matter really. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do it with the 1. I think it's the 1. Yep, it is. So coming in from the wall is gonna go up top here. You see what this number 2 is? Okay, so coming in from the wall is gonna go here. So it's gonna be, I'll have maybe the negative here, the positive on this side. But so on the same side, you're gonna have the positive, the white, the white, the white, the white, the white, the white. Now, depending on the kind of the unit you have, there are times there's a little crisscross thing happening, and you're really just gonna have to read the schematics to match it up properly. But this one is very simple. This is just the same color on each side, okay? So I'm putting this at the bottom. Let me make sure I'm right. Yep, because one go to the, it has a double, let me see, it has a double, I'm trying to remember the original. It has a double prawn that comes out, right? And then, so for the double prawn, right? Make sure I got it right. One goes to the, you have the plug going in the wall, coming out the wall, hit this. Then you have the one that's going to the female for the floor, right? And then you have another one that's going towards the motor, okay? Gosh, my memory is going crazy right now, but anyway, I think that's what it is. It doesn't even matter. Don't even worry about it. All right, so let me hook this up, okay, here, and I'm gonna clamp this on here. So okay. So now here's where you have to be careful that they don't touch each other, right? You see what I'm saying? So I'm gonna put a little piece of electrical tape between these guys because I don't want to take a chance that it'll swing, and then you have a zzz, you know, you have like that zzz, and you don't want that. All right. Now the other ones I'm gonna put. Let me take this off first. Now the other ones I'm gonna put here at the bottom. So if the black is on this side, I'm gonna put the black here, and if the white is on that side, I'm gonna put the white here, okay? We'll leave it like that, okay? Great. I'm trying to remember that, man. I know it's one of these, and I just can't. My memory is just not. It's not working right now, man. It's upsetting me right now. Okay, so what am I supposed to get? Electrical tape. All right, give me a second. Yeah, man. I hate that. I'm in the middle. I'm in the middle of, and I'm like, damn it. But I know it should at least get the power and release the power the way I'm setting it up. So I'm not worrying about that. I'm just worrying about the next part I'm trying to remember. It's just driving me nuts. Okay. And I could just put it right here, though. I'll be honest with you. You could just put it right next to it. It's not even a problem. All right, so I'm just going to wrap this first one with this tape. So at least I know that it won't touch the second one, okay? I'll do it like that. All right, let's keep these guys separated because this electricity will just zap you. All right, okay, the black is on this side. Okay, so I'm gonna give it power. Coño. All right, good. I'm gonna give it power, then I'm gonna turn it on, and I'm gonna see what the deal is, all right? Plug it in. So now I'm gonna see if the cord is good and if the switch is good, because we know the motor is good, right? Right, we know the motor is good. All right. Where's my gloves? See. Hold on. Hold on. Everybody's separated, right? Okay. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Not that this is going to make a difference. It might. It might make a difference, but let me hold this thing properly with this. How's that? Okay. They're separated. I'm gonna give it power, then I'm gonna turn this bad boy on. I'm gonna see if everybody's working. Ooh, somebody's not working. Okay, now it could be the way I set it up. So let me go here. You know what? Screw all that. Let me do this. Let me use this guy. This is the safest route. This is for all the drama and all that stuff. Get out of here. It already did its job. We know the motor's working. Okay, but let's check this wire. Let's check this, okay? I got chicken. I got scared, folks. All right. So I'm gonna turn this guy on. Okay, I'm gonna turn this guy on, all right? So I'm looking for a reading. I wanna see if we have continuity from this end of the cord to that end of the cord. Now you could do this with just regular cords, all right? If you've never done it before. If you've done this, is you do this all the time. So I'm gonna insert this into the black, and I'm gonna insert it into the black down here. And right now it should be like that. And what I'm looking for is that it starts to move like that. Okay, so far the black is doing fine. All right, next up, the white. Okay, I'm gonna pull it out. I'm gonna insert it into the white. Right now it's like this. Now, if I touch the black, I shouldn't get any movement because there's no continuity, okay? So now I'm gonna touch the white and I should have contact. And if I don't, then this is the problem. Whoa, let me do that again. Okay. You got something, some action, right? And then you take it apart. Okay. So, it's possible then that this guy is not good, right? Let me try something. It could be that I skipped a step. So let's hook it back up. Let's hook this guy back up. If I did him right, the right way, yeah, but I didn't do it the right way. So I started makeshift. So at least we know this guy's good. All right, let's try it again, man. I'm cross my fingers. All right, so now let's put him in the middle. Put you in the middle. Put you in the middle. Let's put this guy, we're gonna bring him back. We're gonna bring back the drama. Okay? So we're gonna put you right here with the others, with this guy. And we're gonna put you with this guy. Now I have another switch. So if this switch doesn't check out, then we'll try this guy. Okay? You ready? Okay. Hold on, let me turn it on. This way I only have one thing to turn on. I don't want to keep messing around, okay? Hold on. Here we go. Okay, let's try it. Nothing. Coño, I could tell you why it's nothing. What the hell am I doing? Shit. It's gonna blow up. Dude, if this thing was gonna blow up, I would have blown up. Oh my God. Ay, 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 Wayne. Okay. Ay, carajo, man. Okay, let's try it again. Ready? 1, 2, 3. No, still nothing. Okay. So somebody is not good. Somebody is not good. It could be this switch. Because this guy no, man, come on. No, that's why it's not good. You rascal. Yo, man, you know when you've been working too hard, man, maybe this is when you gotta slow down, bro. Man, you gotta slow down, man. That's what Brianna would tell me. Brianna would tell me to slow down, Wayne. Slow down, Wayne. Okay, let's do this one more time. I can't believe I'm losing my mind here. All right. Let's do this again. Let me bring these guys in. We're gonna bring you in. And we're gonna bring you in. If you only knew what I would just, well, some of you saw it. I'm not gonna even mention it. I'm not gonna embarrass myself even further. Let's go 1 and 2. Let's see if our switch is okay. All right, let's try it. Ready? No. No. All right. Then I'm not losing my mind then, man. What the hell? I'm not losing my mind. Then either our cord, which seemed to have continuity, is good, or this switch is bad. All right, let's get another switch. Okay. 1, 2. 1, 2. You ready? 2 can't be bad, right? The motor's good, right? 2 can't be bad. Let's see. Golly. No. It's too bad? Get out of here. So I'm missing something, folks. All right, let's see what it is. Let's see if it's let's see if it's the cord that tested properly with our continuity. All right? It could be the cord, or it could be the way I'm hooking up this switch. I'll be perfectly honest with you, because we did the first test. And I could just be mistaken, okay? I can just be mistaken. I'm plugged in. Yep. I'm plugged in. Let me see something. This is really, I hate the way this holds, but I'm just going to have to try it. Damn it, it's the damn cord. Coño, bro. It's the cord. It's the cord. What the hell, man? No, 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 no. I wonder if that fluke that I saw the other day is a short in the cord. When I had a fluke when I touched the white, and it didn't show up, and then it did. Let me see something. I'm just trying to see if it shuts off by movement, because that's when you know there's a disconnect somewhere. Okay, let's try this one. Hold on. Try this one. I know the black worked. Let's do it again. No, man. So from all testings, this blasted cord should be good, right? It should be. But what's happening? Well, then I'm just gonna have to replace the cord. I'm just gonna replace the cord, guys. I'm not gonna lose my mind over this shit. I'll be honest with you. If I know that this is working and this guy's working, and I hook this guy up and it doesn't go any further, I'm just gonna assume the cord is bad somewhere, but my testing tells me the cord should be good. Okay, now if I need to retest my box, I can do that to make sure that I'm not misreading this thing improperly. Okay, because you know what I mean? You want to be right? You want your test to be correct, and you don't want to roll it out and tell everybody to take it and you didn't test it properly. Not funny. Some people are not going to laugh at that one. But you know what I mean. You want to do rigorous testing to make sure that this thing is right, and something is not right. Now let me test this thing one more time. Whoa. Maybe I did something to my box. Maybe it's my box that was messed up. It could be. Am I grabbing this right? Come on, man. Grab this thing. Grab it. Grab it, Ross. Come on, grab it. Oh, man. It's hard to just get this in there. You just gotta touch it, man. Just get in there. Ay, ay, ay. What I need is stuff like this for this particular test, but ay, ay, ay. Hold on. I think I got contact. All right, stop, and let me try this one. Oh, this is not even touching the metal. Come on. All right, that might work. All right, let me try that. Let me try that same test with. Let me try. I'm forcing it in between the sleeve. I'm not even trying to. I'm gonna stick it in between the sleeve so it's forcing to touch. Okay. All right, now you're touching. All right, now the metal's touching. Okay. No, man. I know what to do. Screw this. I'm not gonna keep playing this game. I'm gonna do the game this way. Watch. I'm gonna do the game this way. I want to move forward, but man, you know what? I hate when I'm missing the mark, man. It's like it doesn't feel right. You know, like if you know you're missing a mark, you know, it's like it don't feel right to just keep missing the mark and not do nothing about it, you know? So let me see if I can do something about this. What am I looking for? What am I looking for, man? I know what I'm looking for. hold on. Let me try to do something about this. I'm looking for some ends. So what are these? Females? These are females. All right. So, and this is a male. Okay. All right, so we have a red male. Let me see if it fits properly. I got a red male, right? Let me see. And I got this blue female. Ah, look at that. They fit beautifully. Okay, so I'm gonna do it this way because that way is upsetting me right now. I'm not having fun with it. So I'm gonna lock this in. See that? Okay. So now, this is a female. All right. So this is gonna lock in right here. Okay. Sweet. Then, and then let me just make sure this. Let me make sure these guys can hang out with each other as they're friends. Can we be friends? Nope. All right. Can't be friends. I need another male. Damn. Yo, that's messed up though. It's like in our society. Can we find another man? We need another man. we don't have any more. We need to put on an ad. We need some more men. Oh my God. Well, we made a few mistakes in the past couple of years. We got rid of all the men. Now we need men. Oh my God. Here's a question for you. So, no, it's not me. Look, I'd make jokes, man. It's ridiculous. Guy stuff. Who would you think would be in danger of being annihilated, like ultimate power? We need more men. That's what I think would happen. All right, let's try this out. And guys, it's just a joke, man. It's not, Gosh. All right, let's see if this is working. All right, so the black is with the black. We checked it. White is with the white, right? Check it. This worked before. We know it did. So now we're checking it one more time. I got my little magic box. Hold on. Let me make sure I didn't unplug nothing in here when I opened it up. Okay, everything is in place. All right, let's turn it on. Let's see. Okay. I just needed proper contact with the clips. And like I said, I just need proper contact. Now, I totally believe that, well, maybe I didn't have proper contact with these guys either. Fine. Let's do this then. Let's pull these guys out of here. I'm gonna put you in here. Okay? Right? I'm gonna hook this guy back up. Pull this guy out. Put this guy back in here. Look, I know I'm doing this the long way, but it's like hacks, and sometimes, this is a lot more fun to do crazy stuff like this rather than just putting a screw in, okay? So if anybody ever want to figure out how to hack something, this is what I'm doing. Okay, so now we're going to test this cord now, because now we know that the motor can turn on. Let's see if the cord is actually a problem or these power switches were the problem, okay? Turn it on, give it some power. Let's see what we got. Now, it could very well be that I screwed up with the power switches, but I have a sneaky suspicion that the power switches are the problem. And I got them out of my bin, so both of them, it's possible that both of them are bad. They weren't in bags, okay? They were in my bin. Okay, so who knows? I'm gonna get the right switches, and then my test was really about the motor. I wanted to make sure this motor was fine, and we replaced the carbon brushes in them, and that was it. But while I was at it, I really wanted to make sure that this cord was good. I did test the cord, and it did check out. The continuity checked out, but I wanted to go further. And then I went further with the power switches, and then doubt creeped in when these guys didn't work. And so I'm thinking these two switches are bad. I'm just gonna make that assumption. Let me see if I remember properly. I used to check power switches like this too. I'm gonna show you what I'm talking about. So here's a power switch, right? If I want to check to see if this power switch has continuity, I'm gonna turn it on, turn it off. When it's off, it shouldn't have any. When it's on, it should have, right? So let's see, all right? I'm gonna use this guy, okay? You can see him right there, okay. So let's try it out, right? So I'm gonna check the left and the right. They got these little holes in here. I can kind of poke them. Let me see, hold on. Let's see if I can balance this guy out. Okay, it's a good balancing act. Now, it's off, so I shouldn't have anything. The moment I hit this button, wait. No, it should have. This is on by accident. I had it on by accident. This switch is bad. Boom, bad switch. Let's get another one. Okay. Ready? So you get a reading? Good switch. See that? Do the same thing with another one. A different kind of switch. One of these guys. Like one of these guys here, right? And I'm thinking the way they wire these is this should be in continuity with this, and this should be in continuity with that. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put it on one side, put this on the other side, and I can tell if it's in an on or off position. So right now, because it has no continuity, I'm assuming it's off. If I hit this switch, it should turn on. Let's see. It turns on. Boom. This switch is good. So now that you see how I use these, let's test our switches. It could just be that I had it in the wrong order, or the switch is bad, right? So right now the switch is off in the middle, okay? And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna hook this up, and I'm gonna hook this up on both sides, on the same side, because that's how these guys are made. And I'm gonna turn it on and see what I got. Okay, I got continuity here, but let me hit the back thing. So this is this and this. Let me go back here and see if it works. Nope. And it works there, okay? Let's go on this side and this side. And these guys are good. Well, damn, man, let's try it then. Let's see. Let's try something, okay? So I'm gonna go on this side. It just may have been me. I may have just jacked the whole thing. Okay? So let's go here. I've been wrong many times. You kidding me? All right, let's go here. Let's try it. I'm gonna turn it on. All right, hold on. I'm gonna turn it on over here. Okay. All right, come on, stay on. And then I'm gonna turn this guy on, and we're gonna see if we get power. All right. So, it was me. I did something wrong. That was the problem. Yep. Yep, it was me. All right, next up. All right, let me answer any question. I think I had a question coming. All right. What do we have? Okay. Graham Bots. Graham Bots said, this is about the Hoover Spin Scrub. Okay. It says, Graham Bots said, I use mine for dog pee. Yeah. Yeah. I wish I could vacuum first, but it jams up the vacuum. No, don't do that. If you have dog pee on the carpet and you want to treat it right away, no, don't vacuum it first. If you let it dry, then you would vacuum it first. But if it's wet, you can use a okay, I'm gonna give you an example. And who's saying what's up? I'm gonna give you an example, man. And trust me, guys, this example is good. What's up, game? 5,000. What's up, man? I'm gonna give you an example. You do vacuum first because you want to get dirt out the way. Yes, but when it's wet, you don't vacuum first. Don't do that to your vacuum. Okay? Don't do that to your vacuum. All right. I'm gonna tell you what happens. Let's get this guy out the way first. Okay. Let's get this guy out the way. I'm gonna get a drawing paper, and I'm gonna draw something for you guys, just to show you, to illustrate to you what I'm thinking. Okay. I hope this marker is good enough. Okay. Here's my illustration. I'm trying to look to see if I have an actual marker. Marker just does better on camera. Okay. Here's my illustration. Here we go. So. That's your carpet. Okay? And dog ear. His beat, oh man, he looks almost like a pig. Okay, sorry about the dog, guys. This is your dog. Okay? That's your dog, all right? So now, the dog peed on the carpet right about here. Okay, so if I color it in like this, okay, that's the pee on the carpet. Got it? All right, now in your carpet, you have the carpet. Okay. You got the carpet, okay? You have the padding. Second layer. And then below that, you have the floor or the slab. Okay? Here's what happens. As that pee goes down, the pee does this. Okay? The pee spreads. So by the time that little spot that the dog peed now looks like that underneath the carpet. Okay? All right. So what I would recommend that you do, yes, if you have a portable cleaner with what's the person's name? Let me make sure I said their name right, because I'm gonna share this video with them. Got a shareable link. Hey, reply. Let me reply to them real quick. Hey, hey, thanks for sharing. All right. Talking about it on this link. Okay, maybe they can watch the video and can see my reply. Okay, so get your upholstery tool, your little upholstery cleaner, and shampoo the area. Get as much out of it as you possibly can. Spray your stuff into it. Spray your enzyme eaters. You know, a lot of companies sell them. You know, get stuff specifically for pets. This is the things that I would tell you to get specifically for pets. The machine, if just because it says pet, doesn't mean that it's better for pets. Not necessarily, okay? It might be better for you maybe to cut the hair out of your brush or something like that, but that it cleans better for pets, it doesn't, no. It's a shampoo or a vacuum is a vacuum is a vacuum. If it doesn't have pet on it, it doesn't mean that it's not a pet vacuum, okay? So don't get sold by that. But what you do want to focus on is when you buy the chemicals, that you buy the ones that are specifically designed to eat urine odor, okay? So what you would do then is you get up as much as you can. Now, if you want to do it really good, then you let it dry afterwards. And then you vacuum up all the loose dirt that might be attached to that, because the loose dirt and the water is going to clump up and make little muds, and those things won't get sucked up so easily, especially if they're underneath. Okay? Now they're buddies. They're hanging. Okay? So what you want to do then is get a vacuum, and you're going to shake them loose. So the vacuum is going to shake all that stuff loose, and just kind of detail in that area. Stay in that area. You know, just look at your clock. Just take your time, because it's in the padding. Okay? And if you don't have a deep cleaner, then you got to vacuum longer, unfortunately. Okay? And the reason why I say that is because most cleaners, the opening at the bottom of the cleaner is about this wide. The actual suction door. Okay? The cleaner is this long, but the opening is only this wide. So you're going over this carpet, but you're only really deep cleaning this section right here, the deep part. The sweeping is this entire thing. The actual suction deep cleaning is right here. So take your time, go over that carpet, get all the dirt out. Then get more of your enzyme eater, odor eater, saturate that entire area. Okay? Saturate the whole area, cover it with a towel. When I say saturate, I mean pour it in there. Like get it in there. Like make sure it can get in enough to kind of soak through. Because that odor will stay. That odor, you know what I'm talking about, right? That odor is staying. Okay? But if you do this, you have a better shot at removing that odor. So immediately suck it up with your little portable cleaner. Suck up all the loose stuff. Don't let that dry if you can help it. Whatever's left, let it dry. Okay? Let it dry. Then vacuum that area really good. Vacuum that area really good. Saturate the area with your enzyme odor eater stuff. Cover it with a towel. Then the next day, 24 hours. Then the next day, shampoo that area. Shampoo the whole thing. Okay? And Postal Gimp. Man, look. I don't want to say brand. Let's not do that. Each brand have their vacuums that I don't like. So I'll do this. My best friend in vacuuming, shampooing, is the Bissell Pro Heat 2X. The reason why he's my best friend, because it's a pain in the ass to clean, to try to fix the Bissell Pro Heat 2X. It's just a pain in the ass, okay? It is what it is. And we've become good friends over the years. Because I've seen it naked, you know. I've taken it all the way down, put it back together, take it apart. It's not fixed. I've been so frustrated with this thing that I've developed a real cool relationship with it. So that's the one I hate the most. But it taught me the most out of when it comes to patience and fixing. So it's what it is. But the Dyson balls, when there are motor issues and the motors have to be replaced, yeah, that's a pain in the ass. Kirby's are easy for me. Obviously, Bissell's are easy. I have a Bissell here. I gotta just change a power switch on. I gotta run out of here soon. I gotta pick up my son from school. So I figured I'd come on here and do one of these. So I have no power from this guy. I was just working on a power switch issue for the backpack, And so it's three things. This can only be three things, okay? It's either the cord, the power switch, the motor, right? And one of these things are bad, or something is detached, right? So we have to, the only way to figure this out, man, is to open the damn thing, okay? Let me see what's up. Hold on. Let me see what, hold on, give me a second. Let me see what you're saying there. Let me see what you're saying there, Postal. Dyson ball, great vacuums, but sucks. You know what I'm saying? Listen, man. Listen, you know what I'm talking about, okay? You know what I'm talking about, right? Oh my gosh, man. You just hope that it's not, you hope it's not the motor. You're like, yeah, let's just hope it's clogged. Let's just hope. Let's just hope it's clogged. You say, hey, lady, I have another one I can sell you over here. You sure you don't want to? Let's buy. Why don't you try that one there? Put it in their hands. Let them try the other one. You could talk them out of fixing this damn thing. Oh my God. Out of control vacuum, dude. Yeah. Yeah. You know what? I'll be honest with you, man. Because I get access to so many motors and stuff, I don't mess with I don't mess with the carbon brushes on a lot of these motors, man. These little tiny ones for these little mini vacs. I just either I slap another motor in there, or I get a used motor or whatever, slap one in there, or I'm just like, listen, lady, I have one here you could buy, because it becomes not worth it, It becomes, God, I gotta get my glove. It becomes not worth it to mess with these little guys here and having to go and, unless it's your hobby, you know what I mean? If it's something you're really into, you just want to test your skills, then yeah. But when it comes to like profit versus time and all that stuff, nah, bro. Nah, man, it's best we just like, I don't go into the carbon brush with these. All right, so now here we go. I'm just gonna take this out of here for a second. All right, let me go in here and see what we got cooking. And at the end of the day, too, if it's a customer's work I'm doing it for, they don't want to spend that much. They probably got this thing on sale for what, $99 or something like that. And you know what you're gonna do? You're gonna pay me $95 to pay, unless it's sentimental, your mom gave it to you, you borrowed someone's vacuum and you bust it, and now you gotta bring it back. Oh my God. You'd be surprised how many cleaners come in here because someone borrowed a cleaner and they messed it up. I give credit to those guys for bringing it to me before they bring it back to their friend. But most of the time, the friend is bringing back the machine, telling me that I lend it out and this is how I got it back. Not cool. You know what I'm saying? Not cool, man. Not cool. But for those people who say, man, I can't bring this back to my friend, man. He gave me this machine. He lent it to me, and now, it's busted. Okay. Coño, bro. Dude. Hey, who said it was, where's out of control at? Yep, out of control. Dude, you are absolutely right. Take a look. Take a look at this motor. Take a look at the brush. You see that bad boy? That carbon brush is eating out, man. You know what's weird? I just replaced one of these motors. Like just now. This bigger version. You know what's screwed up? They use the same size motor. I don't know which one is the benefit. Like This is the itty bitty guy. Well, no, not really. You know what I thought he was? I thought he was tiny. He was a tiny guy. This is the same model, just an updated version. This is the bagless. So my bad. I was talking too soon. But I just replaced this guy, and guess what the problem was with this motor? This motor was also the same thing. Now, this customer used it for business, so she wanted a new motor. So I popped another motor in there for her. So she was fine. She was like, listen, I need to keep it turning. This one, though, is a residential. They're better off just buying the simplicity I have right here. If I have a used motor, I can still make it work. But this thing is shot. This is done. I'm not replacing this carbon brush. I'm not gonna do all that. Okay? Yeah. Because I'm gonna have to get a carbon brush from another motor. You know what I'm saying? Oh, go buy, go see if they actually sell that loose carbon brush, that loose brush to slide it in there. Then I have to get and clean up this commutator. But the brush is not even touching the unit. The brush is not even touching it. It got eaten away so much. Let me cut it away because we don't need this anymore. So let me cut this. I can cut it right here. I'm looking for my cutter, but I don't want to leave the camera right now. Let me cut it. I'm gonna show you guys what I'm looking at. Okay, if you can see through, let me see the space. Can you see through? You can see right through. It's not touching. It's all gone. The carbon brush should be touching this. Let me see this side. This side, look at that, both sides. They have space. Carbon brush got eaten out. And this is what we're looking at for the commutator. Look how damaged this guy looks, okay? Now this is still, this is still cleanable. I'll be honest with you. You can still clean this commutator. But then you would have to go in. Let me pull this for the sake of the video, right? I only do it for you guys. I know, right? Do you see that? You should be able to replace the carbon brushes as easy as you can replace these. But I guess, how's this one? The backpack, they know you're spending $750, $800, whatever for that thing, right? You would want to be able to replace a carbon brush for that motor. You're spending $99 for this thing. So they make the carbon brushes like this. So to get to this brush, you would have to do this. Now, I'll be honest with you. Would you actually make it any other way? I don't know, man. If you're building your business and you're trying to design a cheap vacuum that's disposable, would you make it really so your carbon brushes can be replaced? If you're not going to be making the parts for it. It's a tricky thing, man. I'll be honest with you. I don't know. Okay, so I just kind of peel these two things up here like that, okay? And what I'm going to do is I'm going to see what this carbon brush look like underneath real quick. Okay, so now the carbon brush is coming out. Oh, wow. This guy got demolished. There's nothing left. Okay? Yeah, you got to do some soldering and all kind of other stuff. Yeah, you got to kind of make sure this is, properly set up so you can just slide the new one in and pop the new one in. And then afterwards, you got to clean this commutator and get this guy cleaned up pretty good. And if you want to go through all of that, you can. If you have one of these motors hanging around, slide another motor in there. But if you have the carbon brushes lying around, let me see what I got here. Now this probably is not. This is not the right size carbon brush, but I just want to give people an idea how they come. Ah, come on, Mike. I have these gloves on. Okay. These are bigger. I think this is, which one is this for? This might be for Heritage Kirby. This might be for Heritage Kirby. But you see the way the Kirby company did theirs. There was no soldering necessary. I have to give them props, okay? You just push this bad boy in. You put the cover on top of it. Even the old ones, the 1959 ones, you would just screw the cover for the carbon brush in after you stuff this in, and you're done. You replace the carbon brush. The new Kirby's, right? You take out the old carbon brush, you slide the new one in, you put a screw in, you hook this one up to that, you hook this up, you hook the wiring up, but the carbon brushes come in and out easily. Easy. Pop it in, pop it out. These guys are like, dude, you want to save this motor? I bet. Wait, you want to fix this and not buy another one? Is that what it is? Is that you think you're going to play me like that? Okay. Bet. I know exactly how I'm going to make this. I'm not saying that's what they did. I'm just making jokes. Bissell, somebody from Bissell is like, is that Wayne? Isn't that how these people get in trouble on the internet? Is that is that Betty? Did she just say that? Okay, so let's see this. You see this here? Now, this is what I would like to do. I would have preferred if this is the right size. See that? Right size. Slides right in. I would have preferred if I could just slide this bad boy in just like this. Close him up. Okay? Let's try it. Let's do it the old-fashioned Kirby way. Okay, let's see. All right, you ready? I'm going to get rid of this guy. Just for fun, guys. All right? I'm going to get rid of this guy. Okay? Then I'm going to stuff this other guy in here. I'm going to stuff him all the way down. I'm going to stuff him all the way down in there. Like, stuff him down in there. Then I'm going to cover him with this guy. For fun. Okay? Ah, come on. Ay. Coño. Okay. Cover him with this guy, right? Then we're going to push him down. Oh, come on. Close. Someone asked me what my favorite tool was. I told him the flathead screwdriver. The flathead screwdriver is just the favorite screw. All right? Brienne! Oh, my God. What's up, girl? I was live today, and I was talking about you earlier. I was like, man, Brienne would have told me to slow down. And Brienne just showed up. What's going on? How was the wedding? Yeah, it looks like your Bissell motor. Yeah. I'm working on this. So out of control vacuum kind of low-key talked me into popping his carbon brush in his motor. So you have to give out of control vacuum the credit for me even going this far with this thing. Because I would have just chucked this thing and put another motor in here. Or just say, hey, how about we just buy another vacuum? What do you say? So for the sake of this video, a lot of credit to out of control vacuum for talking me into this without knowing that you were talking me into it. Wow, look at this one. That's all that was left of this little this little carbon brush. Okay. All right. I'm gonna cut this. And okay. Now, if this thing fires up, I don't know, man. I may have to send you a thank you or something. You're pushing me beyond where I wanted to go. I didn't want to go this far in. Hold on, give me a second. I gotta find the right size for this bad boy. I don't have my other stuff here. I don't want to go to the back room. I have to go to these bins. So I got this little stash bin here, and I'm just looking to see if I can use this to fulfill my little mission I'm on. Are you kidding me, man? That's all I have here. I gotta go back to the bin, guys. And I hate leaving the camera, because then I leave everybody behind. Wait! Is this it? I think this is it, guys. I think I found it. I think this is it, but give me a second, folks. All right, I think this is it. Is this it? No, this is a little bit too big. Yeah, it's a little too big. Oh no, this is not it. It's a tad bit too big. It's not quite as big as this guy, but it's just a little bit too big for the other one. Oh my God, I got it though. Go on. What's up? Where? Hold on, I can't see nothing. Give me a second. Yeah, out of control. Have you ever repaired robot vacuum? Yeah. Robot vacuum. Robot vacuums are... Listen, whatever you guys do, if you decide, go all in with the robot. Learn as much as you can about them. That is what's going to happen. We're watching how these vacuums are getting less and less analog. And it is where it's going, okay? Robot vacuums. Shit, something kind of stabbed me here. Robot vacuums, smart vacuums, the stick vacuums. Everything is going to be with circuit boards and everything else. It is what it is. AI style cleaning. So you're going to have to learn the language, guys. You're going to have to figure out how to work on the circuit board. So, you know, this is right. The computer guys can fix them. Think about it. The guys who fix computers, they may not really be into the other mechanical side of it, but they're into those detail and, you know, what's saying what is this supposed to be doing? Sending the signal to this guy? That's where it's at. So go all in with the robot vacuums and learning about circuit boards and everything else, PCB boards, and just for fun. If you're gonna do it, if you're gonna learn it, I would. That's where I would go. Are you kidding me? All my carbon brushes are for bigger machines. Nothing here is for these little guys. That must have been a fluke that I found that guy here. Because I told you, in my repairs, I normally don't mess with these guys. I don't mess with them on purpose. All right, fine. I'm going to go in the back. Golly, man. Sorry, guys. I got to leave. Just for a second. I got to leave. But I got to check. I got to test it, though. I'm so curious right now. And everything else is bigger. Everything I'm finding is bigger than what I need. Wait. Nope. Yeah, I'm sorry. Everything is bigger than what I need. This is a tiny little itty bitty motor. Yeah, everything is bigger than what I need. And even that motor I just replaced. Where is it? Right, this guy here. Let me look at this. Interesting. Let's see. Let's see, guys. Let's see if I can. I'm curious. That's why. Okay. I'm curious, and I kind of want to go all the way. Okay. I want to see what happens. Okay, I want to go all the way. So, Brian, you didn't tell me how the wedding was. Where you at? Oh, well, crap, Mom. Just pulled driveway. I haven't seen her since. Oh, wow. Yeah, Brian. Hey, maybe next time you tell me how the wedding went, okay? Thanks for stopping in. Really appreciate it. Let me see how this one looks. Ah, this is no good. Look at this. It's not gonna do the job for me. No. That's why, yeah. So let's screw this. This is supposed to be in the trash anyway. Give me a second, folks. Damn it. Ah, where are you? I'm gonna tell you, you're gonna see why I'm tempted, right? Why I don't even do this. And I'm gonna show you why, and when you see, then you can laugh at me. Oh, you know what? Man, screw this, man. Damn, I'm so curious though. Okay, this is a brand new motor. I could just pop one in, just like that. This is a used motor. I have options. I could use this. I don't want to destroy my used motor to test this, but damn it, man. I actually want to see if we could just slide one in without soldering it. And I know, right? Yeah, I know. This thing is, look, this motor is, this motor have carbon brushes all over. It was just destroying itself. I'm surprised it didn't smell anything burning. I gotta find a used motor that's busted. So I have two options. So when I call the person, I'm gonna say, listen, I have a new motor, this is gonna be the cost. I have a used motor, this will be the cost. That's kind of the fast way I can solve this problem, because time is money, right? But I'm curious. So give me a second. I gotta find something that's halfway busted that I need a small carbon brush to try this experiment. Okay? Let me see. I got it all over the damn place, but I don't have that size for some reason. Let me I'm gonna check one more place. Give me a second. One more spot. Damn it. And they're all in good shape. I can't just, I'm trying to like hijack a motor, you know? From a carbon brush from somebody else, from another motor. But they're all in decent shape, man. Oh, what the hell is this? Oh man, what was I doing? What was I thinking? Hey guys, take a look. This is crazy. This is silly and stupid and crazy. You saw what I did. I took a perfectly good motor. I must have been trying to do something silly one day. I took a perfectly good motor, and I think I used a Dremel, and I sand down the carbon to fit somewhere. Yo, let's see. Okay, so let's see if this works. Let's see if this works, man. It's the curiosity is killing me right now. So yeah, let's see if this works. Damn it, man. The thing is, what makes it work where you don't have to solder it is this top, because the top is already soldered. That's what makes it work. And forget it. I'm sorry, guys. I was trying something. When you get a chance at home, you give it a shot. But if you notice, all these have the tops. So what the top is doing is constantly pushing the spring and pushing the carbon as it wears. It's pushing it towards the commutator to keep it, to keep it consistent. And without that, without the copper being touching the other copper, you don't have it's not conducting electricity. So that's why you have to solder it when it's loose, you know. But the ones I have are they all have the top. So if the top fits right inside if the top can fit right inside of here, okay, my hands are dirty. I should have been wearing my gloves, man, damn. Then this can keep the pressure on. Other than that, this is chuck. I'm gonna chuck this, guys. I'm gonna chuck this, okay? Out of here, all right? So I have two motors. I'll put these two motors in, and I'll give them a shot. So listen, man, this was gonna cost this much with a new motor, and it's gonna cost this much with a used motor. Do we have a deal? And that's that. And that's how I conduct business. All right. Okay, I could put a used motor in, you know. I mean, the machine is used anyway, right? I mean, the used motor with a used machine, I mean, you know. But if a guy said, no, it's got to be brand new, you know, well, fine. I'll make it brand new, dude. I don't care. But I do like to give people the option, okay? Because, you know, that's just your reputation and everything else. You don't want to get over on people, man. You know, bad karma, man. It comes back to you. Okay, comes back to you. Someone overcharged you for your car, some shit like that. I mean, I don't know if that stuff is real, but I do. But you can't complain if someone gets back to you. How's that one? You can't complain if it happens back to you. Okay, how's that? But if there's a magical thing that happens because you mess somebody up, you know. Yeah, man, chuck it in the rust bucket. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna get rid of this damn thing. I ain't gonna mess some more time. But I did it for the channel. I did it for, you know, for exploration value. I wanted to see if we can do it, and I'm sure it would work. I don't doubt it, really. I don't doubt that it will work. But that's it, guys. All right, that's it for today. So yeah, I'm gonna whip this thing back together. I'm gonna put the motor back in, and then, you know, and then I'm done with it. I gotta go pick up my son from school. All right, so he can finish up his homework and all the other stuff. He may have practice today, I think. All right, game 5,000. What's happening? I'm having trouble putting a vacuum back together because can't get the motor housing plastic pushed down fully. Hey, what kind of vacuum is it? What kind is it? Okay, out of control. Catch you later. Again, what? Yeah, a Bissell. It's a Bissell? Huh. Yeah. Yeah. Peace. Stay positive. Damn. You know what? It's funny, man. You know what I would love to see on these lives? If, I guess you can do it. You can send an invite, but you got to start it at the beginning of the video. But that would be so cool, man. If you can say, all right, I guess you can do, you would have to send it in the beginning of the video, I guess. And then if someone has an issue, right, I can send them the link, they get on, and then I can walk them through something. Huh. I'll think about that. I think that would be cool. Wouldn't that be cool? I can kind of walk someone through a repair live. That'd be cool. All right, guys, stay positive. I got some work to do. Hey, before I go, tell me if you guys ever seen this Bissell here. I gotta wash my hands. This just came in. My FedEx guy just dropped this one off. I've sold a bunch of these, and people like them, so I got some more. Let me wash my hands here real quick. Wipe my hand off with some. I'm gonna show you this Bissell I just got in. All right, before I go. Give me a second. It's a canister, right? Look at it. It's a canister vacuum. Okay. But it's like a drum style canister. You know, like the drums that you see, if you've ever been to New York, right? And you see guys outside and all those movies like, oh my God. The old school, coño, bro, man. RoboCop, and they see the people outside, and there's a drum where they're burning, like, and trying to stay warm, and they're burning stuff in this drum. That's what it looks like, a drum. Let me see if I can get it up on the desk before I go. All right, hold on. I don't have no room over here. I got all my vacuum back here. So I want to pull it out so you guys can see it. I mean, it's such a simple looking machine, right? But the guys that, you know, clean up the houses, or maybe after the new constructions and stuff like that, they really like it. So I'm always ordering more. These guys either come in really early in the morning or they're really late to pick it up. Take a look at this type. I actually got this on my site. I don't have it in the link or anything like that. It wasn't planned, so I didn't put a link in the description for people who might like stuff like this. But is that cool? It's the drum style. Basic shop vac looking deal, right? That's the motor. Then it has a filter that sits right in here like this. Ooh, and then the hose is this guy right here. And then the inside, look at the inside. Is that something? It's how simple that thing is. Someone's like, hey, guys, how about if we just make one out of like a metal drum? I could see the boardroom like, you think so? Oh shoot, echo. Hello. You think so? Nah, I don't think the people would. Guys like, man, it's like, trust me, son. Trust me. Trust me. This one will be good, man. People will like this one. And then we put it on wheels, man, and we could put it on wheels. And I'm telling you, man, it'll sell. And then he convinced them. And then they made it, and there you go. I can already see how the boardroom. There's a guy that does that for movies. Pitch, something about the pitch, and they pitch wild, crazy, stupid movies, and he does it so serious. All right. Anyway, but this is what we just got in. A few of these things in here, and we got a request to get them back in stock. So here we go. These drum vacuums. I'll put the link in the description. Someone might like it for themselves, and I'll ship this thing out. But I'll put in the link. Until next time, guys, stay positive. All right? Stay positive.